Good evening. I'm your host, Corey Hughes, and this is Making It Big, a show dedicated to chronicling the struggles and successes of musicians trying to make their mark in the music industry. Tonight, the story of the DBs, an up-and-coming blues rock band from Long Island who has just begun their quest battling through the music industry, from bar to club and from agent to label, sharing their musical vision in the hopes of making it big.
For the past 2 years, 6 men have spent their spare time trying to become more than what their day jobs could offer. These men come together to play music in bars, in the studio, while traveling, and at home in the hopes that somewhere along the line, their unique sound will fall upon ears that could give them their break. Phil Richards, the son of a jazz singer, Andrew Weiss, an accomplished guitarist and music teacher. Mark Hennessy keeps the DBs on beat, along with Scott Hansen, a former 80s metalhead turned blues bassist. As if that weren't enough sound, the DBs are also highlighted by their free-spirited lead guitarist Dave the Crave Ventimiglia and self-taught blues harp wailer Joe Dalto. The DBs were born from a common love for music, a love that was found by no fault of their own.
So I go down to my neighborhood bar and I'm sitting with some other guys and a drunk guy comes and says, "Hey man, you wanna know something? You guys are a band." It's like, you sing and he plays guitar, and we're sitting all along a corner of a bar, and he's like, and he plays drums and he's a bass player and he's another guitar. You guys are a band. And we all look at each other and realize it's funny that everyone at that corner is a musician.
I was in school at Hofstra here, and Phil was saying to me one day that I met him at a happy hour, whatever it was, and he's trying to get something started, going back to having fun, but yet doing some fun, good music, starting his covers and whatnot. And I said I was absolutely interested.
So we get together and we jam in this car crash of a jam with like 4 cases of beer and it's like, and bottles of booze, and it's one of those fun jams. It's a party, not a jam. It's like nothing serious musically. We played about 2 songs and the beer was forgotten. Bottles of booze never got touched. So we're like, hey, we sound kind of good together.
Hanging out, like 6 guys in this tiny room, and it's actually pretty good.
That was just the beginning. The DBs went on tour, a bar tour to be more precise, playing in an array of Long Island, New York City, and other nearby pubs, clubs, and holes in the wall.
Like we come back and we're like, okay, we want to play a show, and they're like, oh, you guys are the Druunken Bastards. We had a whole bar of people name the band because they were expecting something so bad.
But when you're under the pseudonym or the name of the Druunken Bastards, it could have a negative effect about who we are. So I think it was a conscious decision throughout the entire unit that if we want to start getting into better places, we want to really start to expand, we should try to either be PC, which is the DBs, or change the name. And we happen to enjoy the name, so we thought we would be a little PC.
This regular touring, although within a limited area, proved to be the best way for the band to feel out their sound while acquiring a loyal audience.
It's like, usually when a band plays out first time, everybody and their mother comes down. Your aunts, your uncles, your cousins, and, that's what happened to us.
There's great nights, and then there's nights that, just, you might as well just jam in your damn living room.
We did a gig the other night that was like 500, 600 people there, and, the rush is just about the same. It's always great,
I was surprised when we got invited to go to College Point, do this huge showcase. There were like 20 bands, there were like 2 different rooms, 10 bands in each room, and then I realized, man, it was like a setup, like all original stuff. And it's like people left the other room to come in and see us.
It's nice coming from, playing in my basement, hanging out, to playing in all these people. So it feels amazing just to hear the response. Like, wow.
It wasn't too long before the band began thinking of laying something down in the studio for their fans new and old to take home.
We were just recording, hanging out. We didn't think that we were going to actually make a CD or anything. And we went in there just doing a 2-song demo. and we wound up recording the CD.
It's just most rewarding just hearing ourselves, you know, because I never really sat down and listened to us, and we had a couple crummy tapes and gigs or whatever, and that was neat in itself. But once we had a finished product, it was like, wow, you know, we actually made a CD.
We heard our album for the first time, and everyone looked around at each other going, that's us, isn't it? It's like we're all hugging each other. That's us, it's like calling our mothers. Like everyone picked up, Mom, listen to this.
Their first album, Happy Hour, was finished and ready for release on September 20th, 1999.
It's 3 days before our CD release party that we had advertised and everything. We finally got the CDs. I sat down and went, opened it up, saw the CD with the logo and the yellow one on it. Man, I can't even tell you, it was unbelievable. Nothing, like nothing.
In addition to giving away CDs to friends and selling as many as they could at gigs, the DBs went to the Virgin Megastore and to the web to promote Happy Hour further.
We got a brand new website that is kind of neat. I mean, we all enjoy it, you know. I check it out every day, see if there's new comments or anything. We got a CD in Virgin Records, which is kind of cool. And we're playing as many gigs as we possibly can, and having anybody that would like to hear the music sign the mailing list, or you know, write to us, whatever they like to do to see us again. And,
you know, we try to do any radio things on LIR coming up.
And apparently these guys were kicked off the stage recently for being too damn good.
There are people out there that want to hear this music.